before we actually start turning the reels, let's talk a little bit about what a reel is and also the theory behind what we want to do when we turn. So a reel is any pattern where the hands are separated on either side of the body and spinning front to back. Now this can be, just as I'm doing now, split time, same direction. It can be same time, opposite direction, or any of the other combinations. However, just to keep it simple, throughout this tutorial, I'm just going to stay with split time, same direction. Now I know this sounds like a basic concept, but by learning to do this fluidly, you're going to really increase your freedom of movement and add some real grace to your spinning. And an example of what I'm talking about, all I'm saying is to simply turn the reel without breaking the pattern. So, see how the reel kept its back and forth motion the whole time throughout the turn? That's what we're going to be aiming for here. So alright, let's break this down a little bit to make it a little easier. So before we start spinning our poi, we're going to make sure we have a good technique for turning. Now, a very simple way to turn 180 degrees is to begin by turning, say, the left foot out if you're going to turn to the left, and then as you swing your right leg around, you're going to pivot on that same left foot. Turn the left foot out, step and pivot. And there you've turned it around 360 degrees. Now here's a close-up shot of this so you can see it broken down again and see really what your feet are supposed to be doing. Here's what it looks like to do a simple 180 degree turn. And we're going to do 2 turns to the left. Start by turning your left foot out, and then while stepping the right around, pivot on the left foot. So once again, turn the left foot out, swing the right foot around, pivoting on the left. Alright, so now remember, you want to be able to turn and do these pirouettes, half turns and full turns, half turn, and full turn in both directions, because you're going to want to be able to turn in both directions when you're doing the reels. So make sure you practice this until you're comfortable with it, and then we'll go on to the next part. Alright, so with both poi, as we turn to the right poi will swing to the back of the body when we make the turn. So notice the red poi, and as it swings behind, I make the turn, and continue the motion so it ends up behind the body at the end of the turn. And now to continue turning to the right, it will end up behind the body again. And just as an example, I'll turn to the left so you see what it looks like. Alright, did you see how I didn't break the motion of the reel? It stayed in the front to back pattern the whole time, even while I was turning. This is what will make your reels look really smooth and precise. Alright, so when making these turns, we want to always continue the motion of the reel. We never want to break that front to back motion. So, as say we turn to the right, our right poi swings behind us and then ends up in the back of the body at the end of the turn. Once again, there you go. Now, to break this down a little bit more, we'll just do the actual motion from the turn itself. So the right poi's in front, left's behind, and then you make the turn, and now the right's behind and the left's in front. Turn back, and it switches. Now, if you keep doing a full reel while doing that exact motion, you will never break the actual back and forth motion of the reel. Let's check that out. So there's many reasons to come to this retreat, but you know, having this view with a rainbow in the background and a little boat sailing around on your left. I don't know if you can see the boat. Can you see the boat? I mean, this is pretty beautiful stuff. I mean, I'd like to be down here, which is why I live here. And you should come visit. It's a lot of fun. Pyrodise, March 3rd through 9th.